drifting into a sleep so deep, so endless, that when you open your eyes, 10,000 years have slipped away. This is the story of an astronaut who wakes to a world beyond imagination, a journey of loss, discovery, and the echoes of a past long gone. Please join our community by subscribing. It means the world to me. Let's step into this timeless adventure together. With your support, we'll create a universe of ideas, adventure, and inspiration. Her name was Captain Elena Carter, a pioneer of the late 21st century. In 2085, Earth teetered on the edge of collapse. Rising seas had swallowed coastlines. Wildfires raged unchecked and the air grew thick with ash. Elena was part of the Exodus Initiative, a desperate mission to seed colonies on Mars and beyond. I can picture her standing in the launch bay, her suit gleaming under the hangar lights, her steady gaze reflecting a resolve forged through years of hardship. She was 34, a mother to a young son, Daniel, whose laughter she carried in her heart. The plan was bold yet fragile. Launch the Stellar Ark, a generational ship equipped with cryogenic pods to preserve a crew for the centuries-long journey. Elena volunteered to oversee the sleep cycle, her pod designed to awaken her at Mars's orbit in 50 years. The launch was a triumph at first. On October 12, 2085, the Stellar Ark roared into the sky, its engines a beacon of hope against a burning Earth. Elena waved to Daniel through the viewport, his small face pressed against the glass of the observation deck, until the clouds swallowed her view. The ship cleared the atmosphere, its solar sails unfurling like silver wings. But 3 days out, disaster struck. A solar flare, more intense than any predicted, erupted from the sun, bathing the ship in lethal radiation. The crew scrambled, alarms blared, shields failed, and the cryogenic system overloaded. Elena rushed to her pod, strapping in as the ship rocked. "Hold on, Daniel," she whispered, her voice trembling with a mother's love. The system malfunctioned, freezing her mid-breath, while the Stellar Ark veered off course, tumbling into the void. The radiation fried the navigation, and the pod's timer, meant for 50 years, shattered. I wonder what she dreamed of in that endless sleep. Her body suspended in ice, her mind adrift as Earth faded into legend below. After 10,000 years, a faint signal stirred the Stellar Ark's ruins. Elena's pod hissed open, releasing her into a silence broken only by the hum of failing systems. She awoke, her muscles weak, her breath shallow, the cold of the pod clinging to her skin. The viewport revealed Earth, a planet transformed, its continents reshaped, its atmosphere a swirl of unfamiliar colors. I can imagine her staggering to her feet, her hands trembling as she accessed the ship's logs. Static, fragmented, a ghost of her mission. The crew was gone, their pods empty or damaged, and the ship's AI, barely functional, whispered of a drift through time. Elena's first steps were a struggle, her body unaccustomed to movement, her mind reeling with the weight of lost decades. She found a cracked photo of Daniel, his smile a tether to a world that no longer existed. As she wandered the dim corridors, flickering lights cast eerie shadows that danced like forgotten memories, each one pulling at the edges of her sanity. The air tasted metallic, laced with the faint scent of ozone from overloaded circuits, and distant echoes suggested the ship was alive in ways it shouldn't be. Perhaps automated repairs sputtering to life, or something more mysterious lurking in the vents. Elena paused at a console, her fingers brushing over holographic displays that flickered with ancient data. Star charts redrawn by cosmic whims, logs hinting at wormholes and temporal anomalies that had flung them far beyond their intended path. Her heart raced as she pieced together fragments, a solar flare that crippled navigation, a desperate course correction into uncharted space, and whispers of alien signals that the AI had chased in vain. What secrets had the universe hidden from her all this time? She pressed on, discovering hydroponic gardens overgrown with bioluminescent vines that pulsed with an otherworldly glow, their fruits tempting yet unknown, a testament to evolution unchecked. In the medical bay, she injected a revitalizer, feeling strength surge through her veins like liquid fire, sharpening her senses to the ship's subtle vibrations. Visions of her past flooded back, launch day cheers, Daniel's farewell kiss under the stars, the promise of a new colony. Now, alone in this floating relic, she activated a probe launcher, sending a scout toward the altered Earth below, its cameras beaming back images of towering crystal spires and vast, glowing oceans teeming with life forms that defied biology. Excitement mingled with dread. Could survivors thrive down there? Or had humanity evolved into something unrecognizable? She suited up in a tattered exosuit, its fabric whispering against her skin, ready to descend and unravel the mysteries awaiting. What would she do in this strange new age? Elena salvaged a shuttle, its engines sputtering with hesitant life as she piloted it down through the turbulent atmosphere toward Earth, her heart pounding with a mix of anticipation and uncertainty. The descent was a whirlwind of colors, swirling clouds parting to reveal an utterly alien landscape below, where towering crystalline structures reached elegantly into the heavens, their multifaceted surfaces catching the sunlight in a dazzling display of iridescent hues that shifted like living rainbows. Vast golden deserts unfurled endlessly, interrupted by the scattered remnants of ancient cities, their weathered forms whispering tales of long-lost eras, overgrown with vibrant, ethereal flora that bloomed in impossible patterns. As the shuttle touched down softly on a shimmering plain, Elena stepped out, her boots sinking into the fine, silken sand, feeling the warmth of a new sun on her skin, a gentle reminder of her own resilience and grace. She encountered beings that glided through the air with effortless poise, perhaps descendants of humanity evolved over millennia, or advanced synthetic entities born from forgotten technologies, their slender forms adorned with flowing garments that shimmered like liquid silk, exuding an aura of serene mystery. I picture her concealing herself behind a cluster of glowing crystals, her breath steady as she observed them from afar, their melodic communications weaving through the air in harmonious tones that resonated deep within her soul, evoking a profound sense of wonder and longing for connection. The air was refreshingly breathable yet intriguingly exotic, infused with subtle notes of polished metal and fresh ozone, like the aftermath of a cleansing storm, invigorating her senses and stirring memories of distant perfumes from her past life. Elena's mission evolved in that moment, transforming into a deeply personal quest to immerse herself in the narratives of this renewed world, to uncover the threads of humanity's enduring spirit woven into its fabric, perhaps finding echoes of love, innovation, and community that had persisted through the ages. With a delicate touch, she activated her scanner, its soft hum blending with the ambient whispers of the wind, revealing hidden biosignatures that hinted at thriving ecosystems teeming with bioluminescent creatures and harmonious societies. She ventured closer, her feminine intuition guiding her steps, drawn to a nearby oasis where waters sparkled with embedded gems, reflecting her own reflection back at her, strong, adaptable, and eternally curious. Interactions began tentatively, through gestures and shared glances that bridged the gap of time, as she learned their customs, tasting exotic fruits that burst with flavors of forgotten dreams. What would she discover in this enchanting new era? Elena stood on the shimmering plain, the crystalline spires of this reborn earth glowing like embers of a timeless dream, their prismatic light casting a halo around her, illuminating a heart brimming with hope. The air laced with ozone and the delicate sweetness of alien blooms wove memories of her lost earth into the vibrant pulse of this new world. Her boots sank into silken sand, grounding her as she gazed at beings gliding with ethereal grace. Perhaps humanity's evolved kin or synthetic creations of forgotten genius, their shimmering garments flowing like starlight, their presence a silent embrace of kinship. I picture her soul alight with tender courage, her feminine intuition weaving a path forward, the hum of her exosuit a faint echo of her past now forever entwined with this radiant present. What had she discovered in this enchanting new era? A world where her heart found a home. Venturing into a glowing oasis, Elena knelt by crystalline waters, their gem-like flecks mirroring her reflection. A woman tempered by time, her eyes radiant with resolve. A being offered a fruit, its bioluminescent skin bursting with flavors of honeyed starlight, sparking memories of Daniel's smile and laughter under a lost sky. Through shared glances and melodic tones, her scanner translating their songs, she uncovered their story. A civilization risen from Earth's remnants, blending organic and synthetic life in harmony. She shared tales of her Earth, cities that soared, oceans that sang, her voice steady yet tender, weaving her past into their present. The beings responded with holographic visions of their journey, continents reshaped by cosmic tides, their unity a fragile yet hopeful dance. Elena found relics in a bioluminescent grove, a star chart, a poet's verse, each a thread of humanity's spirit sparking awe in their luminous eyes. As twilight draped the sky in amethyst and gold, she joined their starlit dances, her movements graceful, her heart stitching past to present. Her discoveries revealed a world of enduring hope, where her presence kindled a shared future. Standing among her new kin, Elena felt peace. Her journey from the stellar ark's ruins to this radiant dawn complete, her love for Daniel and her Earth now a living legacy, forever woven into the tapestry of this enchanting era. And so Elena's journey, from the silence of the stellar arc to the shimmering plains of a reborn Earth, finds its first peace. She carried with her memories of oceans that no longer roar, cities that no longer breathe, and a love that crossed the gulf of time itself. Yet here, among luminous beings and radiant skies, she discovered that the spirit of humanity had not perished. It had transformed, endured, and blossomed in ways she could never have imagined. Her story is more than survival. It is a reminder that every ending holds the seed of a beginning. Elena showed us that the past does not vanish. It becomes the soil in which the future grows. Every step she took, every word she shared, wove the fragile threads of memory into a new tapestry of life, shimmering with possibility. As we close this chapter, think of Elena not only as a traveler among stars, but as a reflection of ourselves, our longing for connection, our hunger for meaning, and our unyielding hope that even in the darkest silence, light can be found again. Her journey continues beyond these words, and perhaps in some distant tomorrow, so will ours. This is the second step in our voyage together. Thank you for sharing in this story. Stay with us as more worlds unfold, more legacies awaken, and more futures are imagined, because this is only the beginning.